What's up, everybody? Jets Wire here, and today I'm just gonna be talking about like possible head coaching candidates for the Jets this offseason, with Adam Gase most likely getting fired. First I'm gonna go over my number one candidate for this offseason, and that is Eric Bieniemy, Chiefs offensive coordinator. Everybody knows him. Everybody says great stuff about him. They say he works well with any kind of position in the NFL when it comes to wide receivers, quarterbacks, running backs, anything, man. I think he'd put a big impact on the Jets offense if he were to come here and coach us. So I think the Jets they should definitely interview him, because we had the chance to hire him a couple years ago after we fired Todd Bowles, but then we just the owners, Joe Douglas got to get this right this time, but we'll see. And then next we got Jim Harbaugh, Michigan head coach. I really like him a lot. He used to coach in the NFL for the 49ers. He brought the 49ers to the Super Bowl, and he helped out Kaepernick get better and better. I think I would love him as the Jets coach, because he's got all that energy in him, man. He could bring energy so much to the Jets. The whole team they can get more energy. So that would be a really, really good hire by the Jets. And this time we got a new GM, and it looks like he wants to get the right guy for this team. So like any of these guys can be really good. Like, this is me personal. These are the coaches that I prefer that the Jets should look into. And then next we got Dabo Swinney, Clemson head coach. If we get Trevor Lawrence, I think we definitely have to look at him, because look, we got him and we got Trevor Lawrence. That would be big for this Jets team, having Trevor Lawrence and his coach coming to New York. The Jets gotta look into that. They definitely have to look into that. Like, that would be just a really good thing for this organization. You just get two guys out of college and then go to the NFL. So like, I don't know if he'll leave, because he wants to keep on coaching Clemson. But we'll see. And we don't even know 100% sure if Trevor Lawrence is going to declare the draft. He made it. It's more likely he declares than doesn't declare it. But we just got to see, because stuff can turn around. And then my next candidate is Lincoln Riley, Oklahoma's coach. He's a really nice young guy. I think he would bring a lot of energy to this Jets team with the way he's coaching in Oklahoma. By the way, he worked with a lot of quarterbacks that are in the league right now. Guys like Baker Mayfield and more quarterbacks. I forget the other quarterbacks that he worked with, but he works really well with quarterbacks, just to point that out. So I think that'd be good. And the guy's only 37 years old, and I think he'd be a really good hire for the Jets. Because me personally, what the Jets need, they need a nice young guy that has enough energy in them to coach this team. You know what I mean? Like, we just need that kind of guy. I don't like hiring coaches now that don't do anything in their career, like Adam Gase. Look what he did nothing with Miami. He was a terrible coach in Miami. He wasn't awful. He just wasn't good with Miami. And you hire him when he's in the same division as the Jets? That's just unacceptable, man. The Jets, they gotta get it right this offseason. That's all I'm gonna say, man. We gotta get it right. Alright, next we got Matt Campbell, Iowa State's head coach. Another young guy that the Jets can maybe look into. Iowa State, they're having a pretty good year. I don't 100% know the record, but I heard they're having a really good year. I think that'd be a really good hire for the Jets. And next we got Brian DeBull, Bills offensive coordinator. I really like him a lot. I feel like he's been dialing in good plays for the Bills this year. Cause it's the 7-2, and I think he works well with the offense though. Like, his play calling, he's a nice creative play calling. I think he has an offensive mind, and I think that would help the Jets out a little bit. We need an offensive mind head coach. So yeah. And then next we got the Ravens offensive coordinator Greg Roman. You see another guy, another offensive coordinator that is good with that's good with a star offense like the Ravens. He works good with anybody either. He's similar to Eric, even though Eric Bieniemy, he's going to be like the #1 head coaching candidate for any team this offseason. But Greg Roman, I can see him as a very good coach in the NFL because he works well. He works well with every position, like I said. Look at the Ravens offense these last 2 years. They knew how to get it together now, and they're going to keep and Greg Roman's a big part of the team, in my opinion. So yeah. And next we got Arthur Smith, the Titans offensive coordinator. So another offensive-minded potential head coach out there that the Jets could need. Like, these are all good. Like, all these, this is me personally. All these names that I'm talking about right now, these are the guys that I want to see the Jets hire. All these guys. So, yeah. Arthur Smith, you can see, he's working well with the Titans right now. He's got Ryan Tannehill, who's having a really good year. Derrick Henry, he continues to do what he's been doing last year. He leads the league in rushing yards. And I think he's a really creative play caller too. I think he knows how to get it done with the offense. I think he works really well with the offense of the Titans. So yeah. And next we got Mike Kafka, Chiefs quarterbacks coach. So yeah, that's another good. That could be another guy that can work well with whoever a quarterback is next year. Like Mike Kafka could have a little impact on Patrick Mahomes. I don't know that personally. I don't know if he works for Patrick Mahomes. I don't know. But the good news about him, he's only 32 years old. So that'd be perfect for the Jets. Like, I just know a lot of Jet fans are saying they want a nice young coach that can bring an energy to this franchise, so we can just get together next year. And then next we got the Panthers offensive coordinator Joe Brady. He was LSU's head coach a couple years ago, and he did really good with LSU. But now he's the Panthers offensive coordinator, and I think he's doing a pretty good job calling plays this year for the Panthers. And that's another young guy. I think he's like 33 years old. I don't know I'm not 100% sure, but it's around 33. I think that'd be a really good thing for the Jets. I think all of these are just good fits for the Jets. I'd be fine with any of these guys. I just don't want coaches like Dan Quinn. He's not on this list that I have, but me personally, he does work well with quarterbacks. Like, you see what he did with like Matt Ryan and stuff like that. Like, but that's not what Jet fans want now. They want a guy that could bring in the energy for this whole team next year. Not just a guy that works well with quarterbacks, but a guy that works well with the whole team. That's literally what any franchise needs in the NFL if you look at it. So yeah, so that's really everything I have for you guys. And the Jets, me personally, I don't think they're gonna make a coaching change before the season's over, until this season ends. But I wouldn't be surprised if Adam Gase is fired before the year ends. And I do not nobody expects him to be back with this team next year. Nobody expects it. We don't know. And this is my point. Whoever our quarterback is next year, before we even jump into the quarterback situation, we need to get this coach right. So any of these guys that I just pointed out to you guys, that's something the Jets need badly, because we haven't found the right guy in a long time. Like Rex Ryan, he brought energy to the Jets a couple years ago before he got fired. It's just like he was worried about the defense a lot. That's not what the Jets need. Like we need a coach that can worry about this whole team, literally. Like we just gotta find the guy, man. That's all I'm gonna say, man. Todd Bowles, he didn't do a good job with the Jets. He just never had this team prepared. We need a guy Todd Bowles didn't have that much energy with the Jets. So my point is, the Jets just need to get the right guy this time. They gotta get this run right. Like they have to, man. Whoever our quarterback is next year, we need the guy. We need this guy badly. And Joe Douglas, you gotta do your job now. You did well in the offseason last year with the draft, but this time you gotta get this head coach right badly. Because literally, that's what the Jets. We need to get that coach. Go to the draft this year. Maybe draft a quarterback, whether it's Justin Fields or Trevor Lawrence. We gotta see how this season turns out. We have to see the situation with Sam Darnold. The only way for Sam Darnold to stay with the Jets for next year, maybe for years to come, he's got to finish the season strong. That's the point. Then he needs to show the fan base that he's the real deal. And I want him to be the real deal, man. It's just, I think it's better off for him getting a fresh start somewhere else. Like, listen to me, I love the kid. It's just like, there's just so much pressure on the guy right now that it's going to be so hard for him to come back with the Jets next year. It's going to be so hard to make him come back. That's literally what I'm trying to say. It's just, I feel bad for the kid. I think we failed him so much. I think we didn't. We never put. There's never been a great offensive line in front of him. There's never been good weapons in front of him. There's never been good coaching in front of him. Like, there's nothing. If he goes to a team like the Colts or the Steelers or the Bears, wherever it is, I want him to be the quarterback that all the Jet fans want him to be. That's literally what we want, man. We want him to be that quarterback that we said he was from day one. You see how he played in USC. I want him to get like that again. I'm not saying he wouldn't get like that again if he was on the Jet. No, because the Jets, they can bring in a whole new team for him next year. New coaching. More weapons around him. Everything. Maybe the offensive line. I want this offensive line to keep improving for years to come. But all I'm going to say is, man, the main thing this offseason is hiring the right coach to get all the fans excited. We need to hire for the fans to get excited about it. Because I don't know a single fan that was excited about the Adam Gase hire. I wasn't. Me personally, I wasn't. Oh, okay, maybe a little bit I thought he would do better with the Jets because he had to realize he had a rookie quarterback. But that wasn't the case, man. He's just not doing a good job with the Jets. He's just not. So we got to move on from him after this year, and we got to find the right guy. And I understand if you want Gase fired right now. I get it. I don't like Adam Gase at all. I think he's a terrible coach. I think he's very arrogant. It's just he doesn't address the team at the end of the day, man. He just never does. We need a guy that can handle this team. Whenever there's a big situation, we need a coach to handle that situation. Adam Gase, he just goes to the facility, then home, then the game, and then back home. He doesn't care. He's just like, move on. Just move on. We got to keep on going. I have to stop hearing that after every single game. It's just some kind of stupid excuse for it. That's all I'm going to say, man. He tries to make up excuses like, this guy was hurt. We don't have that much guys to throw the ball to. Like, I don't want to hear that stuff anymore. I don't want to hear that crap. Literally. I thought this guy was some everybody said he was this offensive-minded coach. Where is it, man? I don't see any brilliance out of Adam Gase's mind. I don't see it. Anything. Look what he did to Le'Veon Bell. He literally turned Bell into a scrub. Literally, on the Jets. He literally turned him into a scrub. And then Sam Darnold, the quarterback from USC, man, from a couple years ago. And everybody watched him his rookie year. You're like, man, I think this guy could be one of the best quarterbacks in the league in a couple years. But then Adam Gase comes in, and all he does is make him worse. That's all he does, man. Like, from day one, I was excited when we drafted Darnold. I'm like, okay, maybe we got the first. We actually have a franchise quarterback, really, ever, other than Joe Namath. But we just gotta get this coach, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Alright, thanks for watching this video today. Hope you guys have a good day. Subscribe, hit the like button, and remember to follow my Instagram account, JetsWire. And more videos will come out to you soon over the weekend. This weekend's the Jets bye week, so no game this week. But I'll give you some. I'll give you some. I'll give you some more information to come. So have a good day, everybody. Subscribe to JetsWire.